Everybody, it's Chanchai again. We're doing some Virtual Fighter before work. It's Thursday. It's March 6th, and hope everyone's doing really well. Um, Not quite cleaned up yet, but thought I'd get some games in and let's have some fun. At least before work. Hopefully, it sets us in a better mood, in a great mood, not a bad mood, but should be fun either way. I always love playing VF. So let's see who we run into today. Um, right now, you guys can kind of see how this is. We're rebuilding our rank, even though rank's not the highest priority. It's just a fun activity to do. But right now, you can kind of see technically our rank would show that we were, which I haven't played almost any rank, just a little bit. You guys have seen all of it on my video. So if I set this to North America Leons, right, you can see that I am down here at level 27. However, that's not really what my rank is anymore because of sync error on Steam Deck. So, or between my Steam Deck and my PC. So because of that, my rank is level 17, as we saw yesterday, and that's okay. Sent the report to Sega just to kind of let them know I'm okay, just fighting more ranked and climbing back up. It's not that hard. It's not that hard for me. So right now, it looks like I've played 12 and a half hours of VF, but I've actually played, at this point, almost 100 hours. I think probably about 90, but anyways, that's what it is. Our time reset to basically sometime in late January or early February. That's okay. So on our current run, we're now down to 36 matches. I think I got it up pretty high, like around 80 or something. But now this is our record in rank so far. We're at 94%. It's gonna go down. That's how it goes. And right now this is kind of like what our stats look like if we were to care for that too much. We care enough just to be like interested, but it's not saying much because the higher up we go, the stronger opponents will fight. And our numbers will definitely go down. It's just not realistic for the numbers to stay up too high. And when you're in a very healthy pool, then you're in the 65% range. Usually a very healthy, where everyone's similar, fighting each other, you're going to do like basically 35 to 65% is pretty much the norm. It's kind of why you see the top Japanese players' records are pretty much like 66% to 50%. Because they're fighting each other, they're fighting monsters, and that's very, very normal in a very healthy scene. I just don't play ranked that much. So these are the matches we played yesterday. We played a few more, but these are most of them. And it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. So let's see how things go today. Hey Frigo, how are you doing today? Blurring, good to see you. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Can you guys hear me okay? My voice should be good. I got the microphone closer to me, but if I need to be closer, I'll do that. I think about here is good just because of my posture when I play. So we have our AI set to random, which I always like to set it that way. I would love a new setting in the future in the next Virtual Fighter where it's like to set to whoever your last opponent was, because you're always stimulated to want to beat something like that, and then have preset settings too. Of course, there's a million settings I would like, but just one of those things where I'd like to just mention, that would be so cool, right? So something I do need to do is when I fight Eileen, just respect the fact that she's got like two shoulders, right? That she's got a double shoulder attack. I have a tendency to kind of just get baited by it. That was minus 13. 6, okay. So 6 is like this, if we're worried about that. Alright, let's see who our first opponent is. Alright, FidelCashflow, here we go. Let's see what you got. Level 19, rank appropriate. Very nice. They started with 9k, we missed our evade. Actually, I think they delayed it properly. Alright, they do take in the 2kk. That was not the best. Okay, so they have good experience. They do. They do start with the delay 9k. That's actually a round start thing normally too, because, and I missed my evade. But now we're fighting with this option. Good. They've got good defensive flow. Alright, very nice. So they've got a good offense-defensive flow. They attack, they defend. Those things are good. Okay, that delay start got us. So generally, I think if I do a fast start, it's actually probably best. So if we do get a rematch, or we get another round, then I do think Leon's fast uppercut is a really good way to start against him right now. But later on, that's going to lose badly to it's going to lose badly to backdash in the launcher. Right? 8P plus K is a full committal opening, and it's semi-long range. It is technically long range, but a full backdash is all the opening round distance. A full backdash is fantastic. All right, let's do this, and let's see if they're listening to a stream. It's okay if they counter what I do. But I think there's a lot of good stuff in their Lei Fei game, and let's see if this opening works now. All right, they did the faster on him. Okay, they committed to an attack. If they had held it, they would have been okay. I fell for that. So this is where we check to see if they understand the risk they're at against the wall, against Leon, right? And then the way that they play Lei Fei is quite good, but they do have a risk for the low attacks from Leon. That is probably like the area that's going to give them a hard time. However, if they fully commit to crushing Leon, they'll be okay. And I just kind of ate that. Alright, so we just went quick right away, right? We're just going to cut it off really fast. We're going to cut it off again really here, so. Again, Lei Fei is a character that doesn't bound that well. Like, it's one of his designs, I guess, is that some bounding doesn't work as well on some combos, so I gotta always respect that. Alright, thank you for the battle. It was really nice to meet you, Lei Fei. Keep it up. You have a nice Lei Fei. Good attack defense flow. They do use a lot of Lei Fei sequences. The vulnerability to low attacks is something to work around. It means that eventually, if they insist on playing the stances, then they're going to have to start using the crush options if they sense that the opponent's going to do a low attack. Because that is if Lei Fei doesn't address it, it becomes a big problem. But Lei Fei has huge answers because Lei Fei can do ridiculous damage against somebody that's trying to low attack them a lot. Like, it is, like, you know, a long time ago, numbers would say you should do a low attack when they do the stance, kind of, except for the fact that, like, you know, Lei Fei does have countermeasures. It's just that doing the countermeasure is doing the hard thing. And so, for me, using the low is a way to skill check the Lei Fei. Just like against, what character is that? Skill check. Well, against Aoi, it's a little different. That one is definitely, you should be doing low attacks. But yeah. Hope you're having a great lunch break then, Blaring. Alright, we don't have the speed to do that. That is nice mix-up. I like this. This mix-up can really get you for trying to play reactive. Alright, good. I think I didn't do the proper +4, but it worked. Proper +4 is like this, so. No, it's not. Is that really 18? It is 18. My bad. You really need +6 for it. So elbow. 8P plus K is decent. Is actually against Eileen. It is secure. That's 17, so you need against Eileen. Technically, you need +6, but +5 is fine. It's okay to ignore that. To like make the opponent have to use the 11-frame jab to show that they'll do it. Because there's a lot of counterplay to it, and the risk is not as high as one would think. So it's okay to treat everything like a 12-frame, and then but just understand that there's 11 and 10-frame options. That should work. It's crouching side. So I think I'm just doing it too slow. I'm like trying to react, trying to have my cake. I input too fast. Big problem when you rush. Alright, that's too slow. Alright, we attack too soon. That move is so good too, I like it. It's a mid too. Very nice. Okay, so again, the thing about Lei Fei, they can crush the lows. And so as a Leon player, it's important to kind of do that threat, but understand that at some point they're going to switch, and you could lose more than half your life. And so you have to like consider doing that when your life is much higher. If you do it when your life is low, you're kind of asking to lose the round. And so I don't think I am optimizing in that way at the moment, but it is something to think about against Lei Fei. Fun thing about wake-ups. You can't hop away kick like this against Eileen. She's got too many strings that go fast. Alright, rice planting. It is something that's easy to fall for, or to want to get greedy against. Alright, that was a full guarantee there, because we got the side recovery hit, or side counter hit, sorry. But our timing is not so good on that. Good thing we waited. Normally that move can hit you, so you gotta you have to wait. The scorpion kick is a very slow attack. Its hit frames extend beyond those 23 frames. At least depending on if you evaded it early. Because I've definitely been hit. That hop's always gonna get me. I like that the AI does it though. I really like that the AI does it. Panda does it too. It's really good. So normally Thursday is a pretty good day for rank, but I guess this morning not quite it, and that's okay. Minus 16, okay. Let's practice those. There we go. Oh my god, that was too slow. KK, okay. Let's practice those. This is really good at the... Yeah, at the when we're +3 or better, this is pretty good. That move also beats Sabaki, by the way. That crane kick, or whatever you call it. It's actually based on I think it's I'll call it a lemur kick. The lemur kick is really, it beats Sabaki attacks. The first part, not the second part. $15, okay. We're gonna have to train that. Now, I am trying to do the hardest punish. The hardest punish is that. Technically, you shouldn't go for that unless you have, unless it's like a string. Or it's just got ridiculous recoil, recovery. But it's also good when you want to, surprise them. And if you get guaranteed, it's really good. When you whiff, it's a really good whiff punisher if they're standing. There it was. That was the one. That's the one I'm trying to get. Nope, +9. That's the -15. That's gonna be hard to see. All right, who do we got? Let's see who our opponent is. All right, BlackCat. I think we fought yesterday. I think this might only go one game if we win, but let's see, and that's okay. The opponent's right. It's a choice. Playing like this, of course, they might only play one game, but I think I remember liking their go though. Very nice. All right. So reverse Nitaku is fun, right? Now the good thing is they do use PP. PP is a really good move to stop someone from doing like ECD without checking. All right. That's too short range, so that's why backdash becomes strong. But they might eventually punish the backdash. We gotta be careful with it. This is ECD under a high attack into that, right? Yeah. They do attack a lot. That's why they're losing to evade quite a bit. All right, good game, BlackCat. So because they're attacking so much, this means that they're eating counter hits like a lot. If they had just defend a little more, it's fine. Now my ECD is getting around a lot of stuff because they're using high attacks. The weakness of doing too many high attacks is that opponent can crouch dash under it. And a player like me is going to kind of notice when that happens because I'm watching their animations while I'm moving. Even when it has rollback, I have a good sense that like when I've got the attack. Especially with Leon's uppercut or other characters having a shoulder ram. Similar, like those are very strong in cases like that, right? Like this here. Good. That was better defense. Good. He knows how to crouch. Now we don't want to put ourselves in ring out range unless we know we've got the win. All right, good. So here, they attack too much again, right? They're at a big disadvantage, even though it's spaced out, but a side kick will get in there with the slow attack that they did. Okay, somehow we got disconnected and we might be penalized. So I don't know how that happens, but someone can tell me how that happens. So that was not me. Okay. So the previous match did not end properly. Repeating this action will result in a penalty. Okay. I don't really want to get penalized, but that was interesting. So I did not disconnect that. So interesting how that goes. Right. So let's see what happens. I am kind of curious about what the data says, right? How does the data get fudged here? So, okay. Yeah, we're at 36, so 2 games. I think we didn't get the whole set counted. I think the whole set did not count. Because it would be 3 games, and let's see. No, we got the first game. Okay, so we did get the first game against BlackCat. But somehow our game crashed out. Let's leave it at that. We don't know what happened. We know that it crashed out against BlackCatM. Could be suspect. It could be a disconnect. Could be whatever. But they were still actively playing while we were fighting actually. So I don't know what that is. But yeah, those are our 3 games. We got FidelCashflow, and BlackCatM first game. So, all right. Now, hopefully, I don't run into that problem again and get penalized. I would not like to be penalized. But I'm streaming now, so at least there's showing that I'm not disconnecting, you know. But yeah, that was interesting. So I kind of want to cool it for a bit and then give us a chance to fight someone else. Just to avoid an accidental second disconnect. So I'll watch a little bit. We've got our friend FidelCashflow. They're fighting against Shin. We'll just call him Shin for short. Vanessa versus Lei Fei. So let's see how this VFTV match goes. Alright, the jab interrupted the attempt to do butterfly kicks, or whatever we're calling them. Yeah, full charge, dart punch. It's a lot of damage, and it's a lot of hit frames. And if you ECD before they launch, you can be in big trouble. If you try to evade too early before it, that can be trouble, because you end up in an evade cancel. But if you evade and don't press anything, you should be okay during the charge. However, there's a funny thing about... There's a really funny thing about charge attacks. I think technically you could evade again. What we found a few months ago, and the Japanese found like 10, 12 years ago, is that charge attacks are kind of like two attacks in one. When you're charging, the real attack is the max charge. So if you evade during the charge, and they do the max charge, a variety of things could happen because of that. If you evade during the charge and they let go before the max charge though, you can actually evade a second time during that attack. And that's because what happens is the releasing of the charge attack early causes basically a different attack. It's technically a different attack than the attack that was charging. So the max charge is the same attack as the charge. But anything before the max charge is technically a different attack. So you're actually able to, as long as you're not in what we call evade jail, you're actually able to evade the premature release. Sorry if that got graphic. So it's a very interesting thing, and technically you can do interesting double evades or even triple evades depending on how things line up. Alright, Juno Synth is an awesome player. I haven't watched their matches that much during REVO, but they're back in the Virtua Fighter with REVO. They played mostly during VF5 Vanilla. I think they played before that, but they didn't play much during Final Showdown. And they're a player I used to play against a lot, so I'm really happy to see them playing REVO. And I think they're liking it a lot, but there's a part of them that really misses the VF Vanilla and because that's the one they know. But they're a player out in Colorado, and their brother is Texas Leon. Texas Leon has been playing during Ultimate Showdown. I'm happy Juno Synth is back for REVO. I think these two regularly fight each other too. I forgot who It's MBS is, but I know the name. I just can't remember who they are. Very good. Very good. Excellent choices.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Alright, that was a decent wall conversion. I think their Taka could do bigger wall conversion, but I think that was good. Still got lots of damage. That's all that's important. Alright, good battle. Good. Way to go, Juno Synth. And Juno Synth, I believe, knows Taka pretty well. Alright. Let's see what happens if we go into our match. Hopefully we don't run into BlackCat and get another disconnect that would penalize us. Let's see what happens. This is like tempting fate, right? Tempting fate's just like, oh, you're gonna get penalized or something. But I'll just report this like gotta do a mid there. Alright, orange bars. Okay, they disconnected. Or they said no. Very reasonable. Orange. Very good. How fast is 46p? Oh, they're gonna say no. This should. How many drinks does this get nowadays? 5? 6 drinks. Awesome. Connection. Almost. I want to do charge attack, but I did it too late. I miss red stance. Miss red stance again. BP's 4P is actually pretty good, Sean. Let's try to get this. Let's see if we can do it. Can we do it? Yeah, we could. So we gotta do this into 4-6 feet. Okay, that doesn't look good. It's one of those days. Try it. They're gonna say no, no problem. They should. Today we're interesting. I did reset the router though. I am on fiber optic gigabit, but could be matching up with Europe or Asia. That's not good. What can we do against Sean? They're not gonna take it. recognize double look. I don't have it. Alright, that one. Try to do. Let's try to do. We're married to someone here. This into this into this. No? Okay, he doesn't have it. So it might be 6P plus K. Might just have to be like the 4P plus K though. I'm putting too early. Need to learn how to convert that into wall combo. Just build it into muscle memory. I don't know if I can though. It's a crumple. Looks like it's not happening today. And that's okay. We'll just go to work and we'll work on our projects. But it's okay. If anybody does want to train though, I am happy to do some sparring. So I'll probably message on the Discord and see if somebody wants to do that. Because this is not happening today. We might be in penalty, in like soft penalty. Might only match us up with like bad pull. Maybe that's a new thing. But let's see here. So let's see if anybody would like to do a small sparring session. Normally it's not hard to find someone this time.
Round one. Ready, go!
Alright, let's get our other keyboard out. Alright, let's see if anybody responds to a sparring request. I am okay fighting any reason. Alright. You might get Mexican uppercuts, that'll be awesome. By the way, awesome to watch our friend Redline fight.
Excellent.
Try again in a few years.
Alright, so I told them to go ahead and make a room. So Chairman Mao is an old friend of mine from about 25 years ago. So we go way back, and I'm really glad to see them on Virtua Fighter again. They're really into martial arts. I believe they've practiced many different styles, including Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And they are real, they're a teacher. They've trained a lot of people in martial arts. Wonderful community member. And always had a nice sense of humor, and just really nice guy. Oh, let's give a shout out tonight in North America. We have Beat Knuckle number 4 tonight. It's at 7 p.m. Central Time, and new and experienced players are welcome, so all skill levels. So if you're interested in that, the Discord is that event is being hosted by Mexican Uppercuts. So Beat Knuckle 4 is tonight. People should definitely check it out. It's pretty cool. I think the last few have gone pretty well. So, yeah. Alright, we're gonna join the room now. Okay, Zendo. Alright. So Zendo is playing Brad. Let's check to see how they go. Doing a first to 10. Okay, we'll do this. They said they're pseudo noob. But let's see what they've got. Let's see how they're doing. And let's see how we're doing against them. I love sparring against Brad. I have a lot of experience fighting Brad. Let's see what you got. Good. Good. Excellent. They're going with forward throw. That was the right choice right away. You didn't test him on that. Interesting. Good to know. Excellent. I like their mix-up. I really like their mix-up. I like that they went with throw. I like that they're watching and responding. This is a very solid, good player. Good. They don't fall for that. Very good. They're using uppercuts, elbows. This is really good. They know what they're doing. I like what they're doing. Excellent choice. Low punch into back throw. That was really great. All right, we're gonna give it. Excellent. This is so good. They know what they're doing. Oh, double kick. I like it. I'm gonna take some losses here. This is good. Good. Fell for that. So they're gonna definitely fight on frames. It's really good. I like it. So now watch this opening. I like that. Hey, how you doing? Zendo, good to see you. Oh, you tried to snipe me, but it didn't work. No problem. I like it. Well, you got my attention, and I love it. I love that we're sparring. I like a lot of what you do. Excellent. Good first game. Very good first game. So I like so much of what you do. You know the frames. You're well versed. This is not like a pseudo noob. I really like the way you play. Let's do this. Chanchai, I've been trying some Kage. Feels like a very fun character. Kage is a very fun character, indeed. No, Zendo, you play awesome. I like your Brad a lot. This is gonna go very well. All right, let's see what we got here. Good choice. Good choice. Very good choice. I really like your application of frame data a lot.
Round one.
It's really good.
Ready?
And that's what Brad should do.
Knockout. Round two. Ready? Go. Excellent. Round three. Ready? Go.
I like that a lot. That was superb. Yeah, punish that stuff.
Knockout.
Lightwing Dragon, good to see you. Hope you're doing really well. Hope you've been enjoying REVO a lot as well.
Round one. Ready? Go. Knockout. Round two.
All right, let's see which.
Ready? Go. My time is here. Knockout. Round three.
So forward throw is the override when your back is against the wall against Leon. He has too many options that are forward throw, so you want to do forward throw escapes when Leon has got you against the wall. Good tech. And then if you see this low kick, you always want to 2G right away. Whenever you see this thing, 2G, because even if he has guarantees, well then he's got guarantees, so 2G's not going to hurt you. But for sure, if he doesn't have guarantees, you're going to be in position to punish him if he does the move after, either move. So 2G, once you see low kick, you can 2G against Leon. Or once you see 2K, I'm sorry. Once you see 2K, you can like 2G. So like this, right? You can just 2G on reaction to this. Yeah, there you go. And then punish. Beautiful punish. Very good. Very good. Yeah, you're Brad. Don't let people rising attack you. Brad should not let people rising attack him. So the mid-low mix-up is the thing that gives you the hardest time. Now, it doesn't mean that you won't always want to double down against it. Just understand that, like, sometimes if it's like a fast low, then like usually evade can mitigate that, and that's why it doesn't happen as often. But of course, Leon can do stuff like long range sweep, right? But if you punish that, you'll be good. Using the high was the weak point here. Unless you followed up, right? Very nice. That was beautiful. I think you would have had guarantee if you did if you did it fast. So I think the double uppercut, I think it's guaranteed if you did it fast. I'm not sure. Very nice. Very good.
Forgot to train, eh?
By the way, it's really, really nice to meet you, Zendo. I'm glad that we get to train like this. So keep it up with your Brad. You've got a very strong Brad.
Round one. Ready, go! Excellent! Round two. Ready, go!
Good. It's good that you didn't follow through. Man, that timing is so weird. I always forget that, like, it's got a lot of time. Very nice. Let's see if you do this. Right. Leon's fadeaway punch is very annoying, and especially in this like type of battle.
Ready, go!
Very good. It was very risky, but it worked. Good. That was a little too risky. Your life is too low to be doing the kick sabaki.
I want a serious fight.
I know it's a gamble, but I think there are better gambles. So that's all. But it does feel good when you get it. So I feel that.
Ready, go!
Good. You're doing good to be patient. I'm training you on the fadeaway here. You can punish it with a sidekick if you have the range, but Brad's sidekick is not the farthest though, so I understand a Brad player's hesitation to use it. Good thing though is that there's not much people can do about Brad's 4K though, right? I think that's still true in REVO, right? 4K is still one of those moves that like people just don't know, like they can't really do much, even if he whiffs from decent range. Nice.
Knockout. Round four. Ready, go!
Nice. I like that. That thing will always get me. I gotta get used to it. I will get used to it, but it's basically seeing that he does ducking and then seeing that he does ducking again. Once he does that, the guard breaks in play. But it'll take a while. I like this training. Nice. That was beautiful. This is a good game. You're gonna win this one. Very good. Very good. That was it was a hesitant jab, but it was just right because it was all you needed to do was to win by a jab, and that was gonna catch like a sidestep or an evade. It was either gonna bait and evade, or it was gonna punish and evade cancel even. So that was a really good choice. Even if it was hesitant, even if it was accident, the delayed jab was really strong there. It's good to see you, Gary. We'll train soon. We'll train soon. All right, here we go. Very good duck. That was a good crouch. Man, I got to get used to the double knee. So good. Like, I just forget that that exists. I got to get used to that. This is what training's for. Oh, I like that. Back, yeah. I did see Fence talk about that. The beauties of backdash into backsway. Now, you can tech roll if I mistime this, so it's good to try to tech it regardless, you know. So.
Round 3. Ready, go!
And then you'll get used to crouching this. So you'll get used to either crouching or a low crush or crushing the high. But it is risky because if I think you're gonna do that, I can do much bigger damage. So it's up to you if you want to take it or not. I was wondering if that second kick was gonna happen. You had the punish. There you go. You could have thrown me out of the ring too, but that was good. That was good. That was a really good. I like the way that you try to play keep away. I do like it. I think it's good. I think you have a, you know, Brad. Again, Brad's not the best at chasing, but he is good at keep away, and so it's good to play that game. But I would say 3P plus K is the really good move to use for the chase. Yeah, 3P plus K is really good for the chase. It's his best move for that. It's appropriately called sharpshoot blow, right? So, and because it is his sniping tool. Good use of string. Very good use of string. It's not the basis of my offense. It's just that the thing is a lot of people do a lot of highs, and they do, like, low punch is just really good at punishing people that are doing extra stuff. But it does have its weakness, so. But Leon is very good at low poking, and that's how you crack people open, right? That's how you get them open for the mids. So. That was so beautiful. I love that sequence a lot. That was a really good sequence. Really good sequence, honestly. Zendo, keep this up. Your Brad's really cool. You got a really cool Brad. So, honestly, well, against Brad, I'm going to do a lot of low punch. And that's simply because of some of the openings, but I am doing a lot of PKP from the side, and I'm doing a lot of other stuff too. I try to throw. Right. So elbow counter hit, really, look at how much damage that did, right? Just from, like, being able to do a throw after it, right? And then if they start attacking it, then you do it like uppercut, right? And sometimes you be stubborn with the crush. So being stubborn with the crush can protect you from throw twice. Throwing at that health was really risky though. Like, it's super risky. Very good block. Oh, I was late on the punish. Very good. Though getting yourself in position for a rising attack is so risky at the like when your health is low. Even though Brad's good at crushing rising attack. Very good. Use the wall to. It's like Leon cheese right here, right? The wall cheese is really scary. So, techniques for when you're up against the wall and when you're near ring outs. This is where you want to get, at your skill level especially, you want to get good at evade cancels at this point. I think you're capable of doing it. I haven't seen enough throw escapes to be honest, so I'm worried about your throw escaping. But so probably number one is I'm worried about your throw escaping. I'm not sure how well you're actually doing throw escapes. We can do a drill for that sometime, but if we need to. But also, but after that, the thing that will help is getting comfortable with evade crouch dash and evade dash cancel. It's really important, especially when people have you up against the wall and when people have you up against ring out too. You don't always want to do it, but it's important because it just lowers your risk and it allows you to kind of get out of the wall, get out of that danger zone a lot better. Because it lowers your risk significantly. Now you don't always want to do it, but you want to have it in the options. And I've got like squirrels in my house. This sucks. In my ceiling. I'm gonna have to try to scare them out of there, but it sucks. Very good. I'm gonna have to really scare them out of there. Very good choice. Back throw was good. So I did. This one covers Leon's back. So. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. I missed it. I evaded the wrong way like twice. It wouldn't have changed the outcome. Very nice. I like this. Alright, here we go. The accuracy has gone up. I like it. That was so good. Very good game. That game was excellent. That game was very, very good. Yeah, so okay, you're asking as a general question. Leon really likes Leon likes the Nitaku situation, right? Very nice, very nice. That was excellent. Well done. That's what you do against an overly aggressive opponent. Excellent. That was the right choice there. like how much you can delay that. It's good. Very good.
Excellent.
Very good choice. All right.
Round 4. Ready, go. Ring out. Round 5. Ready, go.
All right. This was a really, really fun set. I really enjoyed that. Thank you very much for the battle. I do have to go to work. But Zendo, you have an awesome breath. Keep it up. Excellent stuff. Great fundamentals. Yeah, so I was gonna say, actually, let's do one more set, but this time make it a first to 3. Can you set it to a first to 3? It's gonna make a huge difference. So if you can, set it to a first to 3, and we're gonna do kind of a drill, a sparring drill. It's gonna make a real huge difference. Okay, so let's do this. Now, I am just going to do forward throw. So you only have to do forward throw escape, alright? We're going to fight like normal, but I'm going to try my best to just do forward throws. Now, I might make mistakes. That's on me. Side throws, going to be what it is. But, like, side throw, you'll still have to escape side throw. But I am going to try to just do forward throws as best I can. But we're going to fight normal. Good. Excellent. That was brilliant. Good. But could be a better punish. So, I am minus 15, I think. Maybe minus 13, but I'm pretty sure it's minus 15 if you block elbow punch. God, I hate the buffer on that. It's so, like, takes forever to recover. Very good. So it is good, and this is also me getting mentally stacked because I'm trying to think of only doing the forward throw if I do it. But it's really good drill. So there you go. It's also going to show you when you're not covering your throw option. And it doesn't mean that you always have to. If you're inputting your next move, that's a valid reason to not be doing throw escape. Alright? But at the very least, this is going to show you where you're open to it too, where you're open to throw that you might not be considering. That's the other part of this drill. So good. And so once you're not worried about throws as much, you are more free to fight. It's better. How do you like this drill, though? I know it's making you more aggressive, so the other part is sorting out how you play around this. But I think it's showing you stuff, right? It's showing you that you're still open to throws. Yeah, so this drill is really good because this'll, and then you know, later on you transfer it in a different way. But this drill is a good way to also show you where you're open to throw.
Round one. Ready, go!
Very good response. I had to use a lot of tricky stuff to get you.
Round two. Ready, go! My time is here. My time is here.
Very good. Good confirm. This is EX high, so you just want to duck. You want to get in the habit of crouching here. Crouching when Leon does PK. There you go. Very good choice. So those were all forward throws, so
See, I thought I'm better.
by the way, I really appreciate this time, so thanks for making the time to spar with me. I really appreciate it.
Round one.
Okay, no problem.
Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Here I come. Knockout.
That's also forward throw. So
Round three. Ready, go!
excellent.
My time is here. Knockout.
So good. Let's watch this animation. Yeah. That's hard to react to. Very hard, but we'll get there. Good. Good punish. Wanted to test it. Excellent. Hey, Sir Hickslaw. I'm doing really good. We're having a really good sparring session with Zendo. We had a good first to 10. And it's been fun, but I am going to go to work soon, so... But this has been a lot of fun. Excellent. Good. Good game. Those are a lot of fun. It's good games. How do you feel about that drill? About playing where I'm only doing one throw direction. So, it helps, right? Like you see a lot of stuff. I think it's very helpful. I've seen a lot of players not realizing where they're not doing it, and it helps correct. It helps them correct where to cover the throw escapes because but also your mental stack feels a little more free because you're not thinking so hard about which throw direction, and you don't really want to have to think too hard about that. Like, you should only dedicate a little bit to the throw escape direction, in my opinion. You should be prioritizing a lot of other stuff, and then again, if you think of throw escapes more as armor, it becomes a little easier, and you can trust your subconscious a little more on it too, at least after some practice. Mainly because the more certain you are that they're gonna throw, the more you should be doing an attack instead, right? But then but training yourself to be accurate with throw escapes is of course really huge. It is, but it's one of those where you're managing that with a lot of other decisions, and so doing a drill like this can help free some of that, and then also work on your attack, defend, throw decisions too. Yeah. Yep, totally. Yeah, hedge your bets if you're wrong. Completely. You got the right idea. That's exactly it. Yeah. It's really good armor. So, again, thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks for this session. I'll definitely send a raid somewhere. And I had a great time. Zendo, this was great. Please add me on Steam. And yeah, I had a good time. We were trying to rebuild our rank, because our rank has been shot back down to the low numbers. Even though right here, I'll show it again, right? Like right here, it's going to show I'm like rank 27. But because of the cloud sync on Steam, I am not that anymore. I think because my old save was on my Steam Deck, like before the patch, right? So right now here it's like rank 27, and again, I don't play ranked much. It's not a priority at all for me. So, you can see I'm rank 18. I built it up today, right? Yay! I built it up yesterday mostly, and so like it's gone back down to like this, right? That's okay. It's fun. It's what it is. We're getting titles back because I think we lost those two in the save cloud desync. And Zendo here was nice enough to spar with me when I was like, well, it looks like we weren't getting matches much in ranked, but also I was a little weary of playing ranked because somehow one player and I got a disconnect, and then I got a warning that if another disconnect happened, I'd be like penalized. So I'm happy that we did the sparring session. I think Zendo's Brad is really on the right track, is really doing so good. So keep it up. I love seeing a lot of the newer generations of VF players that are really, the new generation really understands fighting games really well, and they're understanding Virtua Fighter at a much faster rate. They're standing on our knowledge, but I think we have gotten better at teaching it too. But I think players have gotten better at understanding games and fighting games, and so it's an exciting time. It's really wonderful to see everyone's progress and growth, and see a lot of really great VF activity. So yeah, you're gonna eventually. So just remember, and I know you know this, but I'll repeat this for all the audience. Whenever you're guarding, there's one of two things you should be doing always. I'd say about 70% of the time you should be doing a guard throw escape. So 30% of the time you should be inputting something else. You should be inputting your next move. That's what you should always be doing when you are guarding. If you are doing anything besides those two, it's usually not the right thing. So when you're guarding, it should almost always be a throw escape, and otherwise it's inputting your next move. And most of the time it is inputting your next move a lot of time. But then there's also times where you should be throw escaping a little more than just for a brief moment. And that's like after you whiff, or when you get counter hit like right away, and then you can usually do whatever you want after that right away. So stuff like that. Yeah, the guard and weight muscle memory, it's not too bad. You're gonna be able to transfer, but if we're talking about quote unquote fixing habits, right? I don't really like fixing habits, right? Because fixing habits is like telling yourself not to do something. I like instead to find an alternative that you want to do, that you train to do, to override whatever your old habit was. So if you had a bad habit, you override it with a better habit. If you have a good habit, you still override it with a better habit, you know? And then you practice doing all the different habits so they become options. And I feel like that approach has worked way better for me than me trying to tell myself not to do something. I mean, it's like, instead of telling myself not to do something, it's like, hey, let's do this instead. Let's try to do this instead. You know? So for me, that's always been the better. You gotta love symbols and names, right? It's kind of funny though, because my real life last name has like the letters PORN in there, and because of that, like there are some things I can't register for. Like with my name, I have to hyphenate it because it's like it filters out. It's like for whatever reason, it's like, sorry, you cannot register for this service or whatever, because your last name contains a word that's in our filter. You know. Adding things to your toolbox is a perfect way to put it, especially in Virtua Fighter. So yeah, keep that up. Keep it up. I really like. Again, I like the way that you played. Right now, you're playing a very strong moral style of play, and but you also make really good time. You've improved where you start attacking, where you think a throw's coming, and stuff like that. Don't be afraid to add in some of the stuff, especially Fuzzy Guard. Brad, and I think you do, but Brad really, really must learn Fuzzy Guard, 100%. Brad's game is just so much better with Fuzzy Guard. And then you can think of ECD as like evade canceled into Fuzzy Guard, like evade Fuzzy, because that's kind of what it is. And learning how to do ECD is pretty big. I think your game shows me that you can definitely do those things. So keep working on it. Add it in the background, even if it's just against AI, and kind of get used to where it's good, where it's bad. Get a feel for it and enjoy it. But yeah, you can think of ECD as evade Fuzzy Guard. It makes it easier to do. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's also a neutral tool. It's not only doing it when you're minus. You want to do it even in neutral. Advantage, I don't recommend it, but you could. There's reasons to do that. Just you should know the reasons for doing that. But generally, when you're minus or neutral, you can do ECD. ECD, when you get used to doing it, same as when you get used to doing crouch dash in general. They help you augment your moves. They help you change the timing of what you're doing, and they will help you be less vulnerable to. They'll make you less predictable, you know. So right now you're playing very sharp on the standard pace. You're playing the main pace really well. So keep that up, but start adding in more ways to alter your timing, and also changing your ranges. By doing crouch dash, some of your moves are going to suddenly have more range. They might be slower, but they will have more range. And but you use backdash pretty well actually, and I really liked it when I saw that backdash and the backsway. That was so cool. And you're using the whatever you're calling the duck more, the double duck. I don't know what we're gonna call it. Long ducking. Such a weird name. But that stance, you used it very well. That thing is really hard to respond to. I will get used to it, but that is a hard one to respond to. The double knee totally got me by surprise a lot. And I think when I did finally try to respond to it, you actually tried to switch the throw, and I'm just glad that I went to attack right away. Yeah. Hey, Oof, it's so good to see you. I am about to head out, but we're going to watch this VF match of Rayblade, my friend and rival of many years, now living in Hawaii and doing amazing job at making sure that Hawaiian FGC Honolulu is always getting matches every week and is playing very actively. He invests in lots of setups that he brings to the locals and to tournaments. He even brings lots of setups to EVO, so every year. Yeah, that is what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to see. I am starting to see that double knee like a double uppercut. Yeah. Hey Jimmy, thank you so much for your support. Jimmy Claymore, another always amazing community member, one of the best players on the continent, and also a great teacher if you ask him questions. Oh man, we got another Hawaii battle. We got Ka, also from Honolulu. Ka is the other part of the Hawaiian duo who consistently makes sure that they have offline events and offline VF and offline fighting games and a thriving community in Honolulu. Rayblade and Ka are both amazing members of the Honolulu fighting game community, and mad props to them. Ka has also been teaching a lot of people Virtua Fighter. Ray teaches people Virtua Fighter in direct sparring. Ka teaches them more like, is really good at explaining and really good at showing concepts. So I love listening to Ka's stories about newer local Hawaiian fighting game players that are playing. Hey, anytime, Jimmy, you more than deserve so much of the props. So thank you for everything you do in our community. It's really, really wonderful. So you know, we'll zoom in this. Let's see how Ka's doing. It is nice to see Ka playing Aoi. Very risky when you go for the throw against Bacter and Akira because they have the instinct to mash P plus K. But Luxor is doing very, very strong. He's got a very strong Akira. Luxor Gigas might be one of the players Cos told me about too. This 3P is so strong. I really love the 3P. I am glad that they made Aoi stuck in Nitaku though. Aoi's not the most worried about Nitaku. She's got a good reverse Nitaku game. But I do like that if they block that 3P, she's in Nitaku. That's good. She is worried about Nitaku. But she has good ways to undermine it. Well, she has good ways to play reverse Nitaku. Oh no, you're overdoing it with the 6PP. That's better. That's safer. No, right now I'm actually about to go to work. So what I did today was I played a tiny bit of ranked, and then I got to do a nice sparring session with Zendo in the chat here. Alright, good to know. Minus 16. Oh, I forgot that they made double uppercut minus 16 now. I need to punish that with 4-4K. It's hard. It's easy. Not easy, but it's doable because it's a string, so I do need to punish with 4-4K if I block double uppercut. Thanks for letting me know that, Zendo. I totally forgot that they made it minus 16 now. Congratulations, Ka. That was a good battle. Alright, let's see who we should be raiding today. We're gonna probably raid numbers, to be honest, but Natsa the Wolf, okay. Only because a lot of people have already added VF numbers. Natsa the Wolf is an awesome player from France. They speak both English and French, so you can talk to Natsa. Natsa is a really, really good VF player. I want to shout them out. I did want to raid numbers, but we're going to raid Natsa the Wolf first. And then you guys can also follow and watch VF numbers too. But Natsa the Wolf definitely want to give a shout out and raid, so let's raid Natsa the Wolf now. And it is French and English, so feel free to say hi to them. Tell them Chanchai says hi, he had to go to work. And yeah, this is wonderful. Wonderful community time. Very strong player. And you can see them chatting in the Virtua Fighter Discord as well. Oh no, are we catching them? Are they leaving? Are they leaving? Do I have to cancel this raid? Room match. Okay, no, they're not. Yay, here we go. Alright, we're sending 12 players their way. Thank you all for your support this morning. And don't forget to support VF Numbers as well. He is streaming as well, but let's do Natsa the Wolf today because I know Numbers has more followers than Natsa the Wolf. Here we go. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's do this here.